Hey, what's up? Piz out here. Got a big DVD update, so I'm just going to dive right into it. I'm going to start with some stuff that I've picked up at Walmart recently. The first thing is the new full moon edition of American Werewolf in London with the Beware of the Moon new feature-length documentary on it. If you're a fan of this film, definitely check it out. The documentary on here is really in-depth, really cool. Really interesting, I think. Adds kind of a new light to the film, and yeah, the movie's just a classic. So definitely, if you're a fan, this is the version you need to buy. Very, very cool. The Black Christmas remake. I saw this when it first came out. Absolutely hated it. In the wake of all the other crappy remakes that have come since, I actually had the thought one night to go back and watch this to see if it was as bad as I remembered. And for what it is, which is just really over the top, crazy slasher movie, it's pretty entertaining. So decided to buy it. I think that's $5. Another one I think for $5 or $7.50, I can't remember, is the Apocalypse Now Complete Dossier. It includes two versions of the film, the original 1979 version and the 2001 Redux, or Redo, however you pronounce that word. It's in this cool packaging. It's got a ton of special features on it. It was $5 or $7, I can't remember. So definitely grabbed it. Definitely a classic. The Omen remake. Saw bits and pieces of this on TV. I've heard really good reviews. It was in the $5 bin, so grabbed it. Bad Boys, starring Sean Penn, directed by Rick Rosenthal, who did Halloween 2 and Halloween Resurrection. Saw this movie years ago, remembered liking it, grabbed it. Dazed and Confused, of course, this is a classic. It's got a couple of special features on it. It's not the big, super special edition that's out there. But it's $5. I didn't own it before. I'm ashamed that I didn't already own this film. It's a classic, so I grabbed it. The Gift, not the greatest movie in the world. I was in a DVD buying mood that day. The movie, of course, is most notable for Katie Holmes being topless in it. So, written by Billy Bob Thornton, and directed, of course, by Sam Raimi. So, whatever. This one I was kind of surprised to see at Walmart. Hello, Mary Lou Prom Night 2. Pretty good sequel. Didn't own it already, so I grabbed it. Next is some DVDs that I got from Amazon. Lord of Illusions. This is the unrated director's cut. The old DVD was also supposedly the director's cut, but it says it contains footage not seen in theaters or as part of the quote-unquote director's cut. So, okay. New cover, kind of a lame cover, but always really liked this film. Another Clive Barker joint, Nightbreed. Despite its flaws, I've always found this movie to be really interesting. I really like the Nightbreed, those characters, the way they look, the mythos behind them. I think that's really interesting. So, picked it up. Vamp. I always have really fond memories of this movie, renting it as a kid and liking it. It's a horror comedy. Saw it on DVD for a few bucks, grabbed it. Got a few special features on here, commentary, behind the scenes, rehearsal footage, blooper reel, a short film called Dracula Bites the Big Apple, so picked it up. Dance of the Dead. Saw this movie a year or so ago. Just had a really good time with it. Thought it was really entertaining, a lot of fun. Saw it on Amazon Marketplace for like $1 and some change and grabbed it. The Stepfather DVD, of course, I did a video of that. Go check it out. Let's see, two more Amazon pickups. Child's Play, Chucky's 20th birthday edition. Got some cool special features on here, commentary, sort of a making of featurette, an original making of featurette, or a documentary about the making of the film, and an original making of featurette. Of course, a classic. Used to rent this movie all the time when I was a kid. Another one that I didn't own already. I'm ashamed that I didn't, but glad I held out to get this edition. Very cool. And 25th anniversary special edition of Lucio Fulci's Zombie, or Zombie 2, as it was known in Europe. My favorite Fulci movie. I waver back and forth between this movie and The Beyond, but I think I like this movie better. Got some cool packaging here, a lot of stuff on here, a lot of special features, tons of stuff. If you're a fan of this movie, this is definitely the version to get. Got one eBay pick, Torso, a giallo that I've heard a lot of really good things about. Giallos with me are kind of hit and miss. I mean, if they're not some of Argento's early stuff. Picked it up, watched it. When it got tired of being just a sleazy softcore movie and became a sleazy softcore murder mystery, I actually got kind of into it and enjoyed it. So, if you're a fan of giallo movies, you'll probably really dig this. Next, I got some picks from Kroger. Kroger had some more movies on sale for cheap. Picked them up. Eastern Promises, David Cronenberg film starring Viggo Mortensen. Every time I see this movie, it gets better. I notice new things about it, and really enjoy it more and more every time I see it. Good movie. In Bruges, great dark comedy. Highly, highly recommend you checking this out. Great stuff. Rent it. If you can find it for cheap like this, I'd say blind buy it. Just take my word for it. Really cool movie. Stop Loss, starring Joseph Gordon-Levitt, Ryan Phillippe, Channing Tatum. Saw this movie a couple of years ago when it first came out. Really enjoyed it. Saw it for $4.99. Picked it up from the director of Boys Don't Cry. Vacancy. Saw this movie when it first came out. Was kind of ho-hum about it. I saw it for $4.99. Decided I'd give it a second look. I actually haven't watched it yet. Of course, it's got the beautiful Kate Beckinsale in it. I'll watch her knit for 2 hours. And last, 3:10 to Yuma. Really love Russell Crowe's performance in this. Also Ben Foster's performance in this is great. I think he's a really good actor. Saw it when it first came out. Really enjoyed it. Saw it again for cheap. Haven't had a chance to check it out again, but I'm sure it stands up. Let's see. Last, we got some Big Lots picks. Zigzag, written and directed by David Goyer. He actually did this before he directed Blade 3, so this is his directorial debut. Saw this movie years ago, remembered really liking it, so saw it for $3, picked it up. Motorama, another movie I saw years and years ago when I was like a mid-teenager or early teens, I can't remember, on Cinemax, and it was a movie that kind of it stuck with me. I don't know, something about this movie. Saw it for $3, grabbed it. I'm looking forward to seeing it again. It stars Drew Barrymore, Flea, Meatloaf. It's got quite a cast, so can check that out again. Christopher Nolan's first film, Following. It's got a lot of rave reviews. I'm really looking forward to checking this out. It's got a commentary with him on it. Saw it for $3. Seemed like a steal. Following. I'm sure it's cool. So looking forward to checking that out. Got an odd version of All the Pretty Horses, starring Matt Damon and Penelope Cruz. It's in Spanish, on the front and on the back. Rex Reed said, "Una de las mejores películas del año." And if I didn't cheat in Spanish class to get through it, I'd know what that meant. Everett Roper called it excelente, which means excellent. So. And last but not least, Pump Up the Volume with Christian Slater. I remember seeing this movie years ago, remembered kind of enjoying it, saw it for $3, decided to grab it. So those are my recent DVD pickups. Keep an eye peeled. I'm going to do another video here soon just on some box sets and tins and stuff that I've recently picked up. So